Speeding down the line here. This is Ian Gentil, the second heat of the day on the opening round here at the Surf City El Salvador Pro, presented by Corona, and the young man from Maui finds the wave at the pace on the end here, able to put a couple turns. A little cavitation of the fins, however, does not allow a finish.
Yeah, the replay here of Ian's opening ride, streaking down the line here, just trying to get past this really fast section, and straight up into the lip on this first one, looking really silky and smooth. Bang, straight up there for a second one, but wave sort of slowing down here, and this section here, fins cavitating.
Yeah.
Feels like that was a very deep wave.
I think we might see a lot of that going on in this opening round, just guys pushing each other so deep. Here we go, live action out the back.
Toledo speeding down the line. Now the wave goes on pace. He's able to put a big snap there. Filipe Toledo is more racing down the line and has to get even pretty much the world's fastest surfer, Filipe Toledo, unable to make that section.
It didn't quite have the projection. We'll see how it goes unfolds. His first wave, right? But you can see as he finally gets to this section here, that first turn was beautiful. And it looked like he already there just from that maneuver, that the sport has a ton of curve through the middle of it, and not able to get out into the front.
I love it, Pete. The eye of a shaper and a shaper's son, Peter Mel, and that was a great identification. Short board with a lot of curve. Here we go with C.Ibelli on his rusty surfboard. Snap up in the lip for a belly, double pump bottom turn, a little late there, but is able to pull it down. Layback, hack catches the outside rail, missed opportunity for the initial wave for C.Ibelli. Flick.
And I think it's a great recipe to kind of conserve energy.
Kyle snuck this wave during that interview, but this is just a 1.77 for Ibelli.
Whoa, that's fast. Thinking about the trend.
Well, we'll see if any of our competitors are interested in this wave coming through. Ibelli finds a wide one, and he's going to swing on it. Here we go, C.Ibelli on his third wave off the bottom, carves off the top, catches a rail again.
Things have been pretty slow. Caio's got 3 waves. Unfortunately, he's fallen. I think his wave selection's been quite good, so he'll probably be having a look at this one again.
Ibelli under priority. He's going to take another chance. Looking down the line, setting up for a nice roundhouse. Cut back with a beautiful sting on the rebound. Wants something on the inside here. Maybe a little progression. Air reverse, throws it away. Incomplete.
It's funny how you have to kind of start going, okay, what am I going to do here in order to win this heat? You start kind of ad-libbing and taking different waves and doing different types of maneuvers.
Ian Gentil. Wave number 2 from the surfer from Maui. Snap there on the mayhem. One more carve for Gentil. Putting it together on this wave. A little variety in his turns. Inside section slows up a bit for Gentil. Aggressive snap there. Make it 2 for Ian. Tapered wall. A little warble on the inside oncoming section. And closes it out. So nice performance by Ian Gentil.
We'll have a look at the replay here, actually, of this last wave of Ian's. Kind of streaking down the line here. And straight up into that first section, throwing so much spray. Nice carving maneuver, bringing in that different sort of variety of repertoire. And he knows he kind of needs to make this wave stick. Obviously, we were just talking about it. No real significant wave surfed yet. So if he can just get the finish on this, it's going to catapult him out into the lead.
And you're going to get good numbers for, not necessarily having to go to projection, but doing this type of surfing, which is a combination of major moves. And good release out of that. Again, he's going to come straight into the next bottom turn and go into this next maneuver. Judges will like that, especially when he starts showcasing the variety, which he has done.
Well, we're going to want to see a great back half of the year from Ian Gentil. Remember, he barely made that mid-season addition to our broadcast team as we turn our attention to Filipe Toledo, defending world champ, with a nice arc, throws it in the air, full rotation. We've seen it before, and it's great every single time he does it. Not just the pop, but the speed of Filipe Toledo on those full rotations.
That it's pleasing to the eye. It's obviously quick. It's part of the criteria. Here he knows his closeout section's happening. You see he projects towards the beach. That's one of the tricks to doing these types of air moves, is that you push it towards the beach always, so you're going to land out in the flats.
And Flick, the ability basically, as we look at this in slow motion, to get a score on a closeout by utilizing that progressive surfing.
Yeah, there's a few people on the tour that have the ability to do that.
We're going to see if Filipe Toledo takes this wave, and he will. So here we go, Toledo, quick to the draw, not needing a big number, just a 3.5 to take the lead.
Wow.
A little fin release on that second turn, pops it up in the air, stomps the landing, right past the cobblestone rocks, and that's what Filipe Toledo is able to do.
Here's a head-high wave, and he just rips this thing.
Yeah, Flick, check this out. Talk us about this replay.
So, surfing it with so much speed, and that turn there even adds a bit of progression there. He had that board so deep on rail and pops it straight into the air, right on top of those cobblestone rocks, and
you can
stomps
see it. 3.5, Pete, is all he needs. He's likely going to take the lead, but here comes an Ian Gentil screaming down the line and fighting back. Arcing turn for Gentil, looking to replace his 3.83. He throws an air reverse himself, and he wants a little bit more, needs to catch up to some open face. He does so. Gentil, oncoming section, a little ollie pop there to finish off. So we got a couple of scores owed to us by the judges, Peter, to set this situation at the 14.
Talking about Felipe's board when earlier, it looks like it's pretty good. It's not a big. I mean, he's gaining so much maneuverability and little different styles from Filipe, tighter arcs, whereas Ian's a little longer arcs. And again, both of them pleasing, both of them surfing to the criteria. So there's a couple ways you can get to a score. The progression element we finally get to see from Ian, so he added to that.
Ian Gentil, a rookie on tour, a prodigious talent, caught the world's attention at the young age of 13 years old. Here is Ian Gentil. Right now, he's fighting back for the lead because we got some scores that dropped during that break. Gentil on a nice start on this wave with a great approach to the long walls here at Punta Roca. There's a frontside air and another comp right behind him, Filipe Toledo, who is our current heat leader. Toledo looking down the line, speeding down the line, arcing bottom turn, loses his footing on the finish. So Filipe Toledo will keep the scores that he currently has in his score line. Ian Gentil, he needs excellent. He needs an 8.16 on that last effort as we see C.Ibelli caught behind the whitewater. Scores that dropped during that break.
One, his identity, but two, just being able to face something hard and challenging, like you said, Pete, I think is super valuable.
Here he is, Ian Gentil, looking down the line under priority, throws it up with the nose pick and does not go complete. Let's get a field report from AJ McCord. AJ, thank you, AJ, as we turn our attention here to C.Ibelli looking down the line, building up a bunch of board speed. Comes around this section and a big slash. Kind of cuts it short a little bit there, sees that the wall is running off in front of him and he's unable to find more open face. So you can see a disjointed wave there, Peter, for C.Ibelli. Under a minute. Toledo's going to be able to play some defense if he'd like, and does so. Utilizes priority. Here we go with Filipe Toledo on this inside double up section. Roof time there. Actually accelerating through a floater, and Filipe Toledo serving notice to everyone with a big stomp there. Full rotation, big amplitude for Toledo, and all the competitors are going to be
I think after this replay that we're seeing of Felipe's wave, throws it into the air and just got so much projection, so much height. So it's pretty amazing.
Really amazing. And he had that rooftop floater before that. So he did have other maneuvers besides that. And the scores that he's going to get for it, right? I mean, ultimately, this is why these first two heats are so important, is that everybody gets to see where the scale is set.
Ian Gentil swinging through a couple turns here. And great surfing by Ian Gentil, but he's going to need a giant number, I feel. Currently needs 8.16, but Filipe Toledo may have improved upon his score line with that final wave. So let's take a look at some replays, Flick, starting with Ian Gentil.
Yeah, beautiful first carving turn out of the top, and then straight back up into another carving maneuver. But this wave just probably not standing up as much as what he likes. That was a better turn there, and trying to finish again, but